in the not-for-profit space, the bigger problem is you will meet a funder who would be like, oh, you're in education, you're in schools. Why don't you do WASH as well? You are like, okay, I'll get the funding. Let me do this. Which is the biggest challenge that I feel from a scale point of view, right?
Yeah.
Funders tell you what to do.
Yeah,
And because you need funding, you lose focus. Okay, I have access to the schools. Therefore, I can unlock this money. So let me do it. Before you know it, you're doing teacher training, you're doing WASH. The really good scale organization, focus. This is what we want to do. Let's figure out how we'll do it. And they stick to that. The other thing that I want to say, which is maybe controversial, is not all organizations need to survive. Just like in the startup space, at some stage it dies.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fine to close your not-for-profit.
Just crushed a few dreams there.
For me, it is, don't end up doing more damage. If the evidence says otherwise, be willing to say it doesn't work. If you want to be scaling and you can't replicate it, it's fine. That level of maturity, I don't think I've seen in the social sector anywhere. Because it is crushing dreams, right? And as social entrepreneurs, you're passionate. You want to make a difference.
I love that, because I think a lot of time the wrestle is you feel it's noble to keep going, especially if it's for a cause, right? So
And your sunk cost fallacy also. We've built this for the last 10 years. Now what? How do we keep that?
I feel like you're letting the beneficiaries down, right? But you're letting them down anyway.
Right? You don't have the right impact, right?
So there is wisdom there.
And we've seen also programs where they've lived their life almost and they've done what they wanted to achieve and say it's okay to now say, okay, it's time to wind down. What was the reality then is not the reality today. And so we've had that. We've also grown a couple of programs to, hey, we're done. Now let's move on to something.
And there are programs we started and figured out it doesn't work.
Within a year or two.
Crush those dreams, right?
No, but that willingness to admit it is maturity.
Yeah.